as we get settled and figure out what we're doing. One of these days, we've only been doing this for
2 years,
4 years.
Year and a half.
Well, when did we start? Because we've had a podcast, we've done another version of this. Like we've only been doing this for 3 or 4 years together, and we still don't have our act together. The most unprofessional professionals when it comes to this arena that you'll ever see. We focus much more on our coaching and the other things that we're doing than we do on this. This is something we do because we love you guys. Right?
We do. We love you guys. All right. I'm now live on Instagram as well. Damn, they have changed.
They've changed the interface again?
Yeah. They change things all the time. It's really annoying.
I don't like being so far low on the screen. There we go. That's a little better.
Well, it's a new year.
It is a new year. It's crazy.
Cheers to 2026.
It's going to be a good year.
You do have your coffee.
I drank my coffee.
Oh, that's your water.
I drank it already. This is late for us. I'm usually...
It's 15 minutes after our normal time.
Well, from a coffee perspective, I usually have to draw my coffee out or get it later because to have it on here.
For 11 a.m.
Normal daytime, I'm done with my coffee by 8:30, 9 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
So, just for Sundays, I usually hold my coffee just for you guys.
I always keep my coffee going until about noon.
Ooh, I mean, I guess I could do it, but...
Well,
I need it. I get it in the morning.
Noon these days, and then I'm making a decaf.
Yeah, it's part of my morning ritual. Start my day off. Okay, so it is a new year.
It is a new year.
What's going on this year? What are we doing? What are we talking about? There's a lot happening this year coming up, guys.
The camera, guys.
Hold on.
Fix the phone.
Fix the phone.
Boom.
Yes, there's a lot happening this year. Do we want to start with
events? Yeah, let's start with where we're going to be in person this year.
If you want to travel the world, or at least the U.S., because we're not going outside the U.S. this year, not that I know of.
Well, we don't know yet. I don't know yet.
Well, true. Possibly you may.
A little thing I mentioned yesterday.
Which one?
About competing.
Yeah. I thought you were already going to do that.
Oh, well, Mexico, yes.
Yeah. You're talking about doing something else?
I'm curious.
Oh my gosh, guys, she's got a bug up her butt.
The seed is planted.
She's got a little bug up her butt. Anywho.
There are lots of new international competitions this year from FMG. And it's funny, Andrew Eats Noodles just said, Japan, ? And you don't even know about this yet.
I didn't know about it. There's one in Japan now?
I literally just saw a post.
So bad.
Guess who the promoter is? Who? Marcus.
Really? In Japan?
My former coach is...
What's he got to do with Japan?
You know, he was stationed there.
I did not know that.
Yeah, and he's got clients who have been stationed there. Like, it's huge for him.
That's amazing.
So, they don't have a date yet. They're looking at venues.
Oh, that can't not happen.
As soon as I saw that, I was like, okay, y'all, the universe, God takes no time. Literally just yesterday, I was talking about how there's all these international shows and it would be really cool to do them, but they're all so far away and it would be pricey. And then boom, I see a post from...
The same day. We just had that conversation
within 24 hours, yeah. So she says that show is going to be a banger.
Now, I'm thinking I want to now...
I knew you would be into it because he loves Asian culture.
Japan's been on my bucket list for my entire life. Okay. And if they do that and it's successful, that's happening every year.
Oh, absolutely. And can you imagine how many people...
Japan every year? Okay. We may be going to Japan this year. We'll see how that goes. If you want to join us in Japan, come on down if we go.
I will keep y'all posted.
Wow. Okay. That just rocked my day. I don't even know what to think now.
Right?
Wow. Okay.
I know, I just blew your mind.
Yeah.
Now your head is all about Japan, right?
Okay. Alrighty. So, before we get started, don't forget, guys, if you have any questions about what we're doing or anything you want to know about for
Health,
the
fitness,
questions,
mindset.
the questions and the engagement for today's episode is going to be about what are we doing? What plans do we have? Any more details? Is there anything questions you have? General questions. Just ask general questions that may not have to do any, because we're talking about our goals and what we're doing in the year. So it's kind of open in general. But if you want to get a bag of Keto Brains or get a chance at winning a bag of Keto Brains, please engage, ask questions, and then stay on to the end, and we will announce a winner. Outside of that, okay, back to events.
One more announcement. And that is that today is the day I am kicking off the 2026 Grace and Grind Challenge.
Yep.
It is inside my Facebook group, Keto Bikini Secrets group on Facebook. All you need to do to participate is 100% free. There is no sign up required. There is no registration form. And there is no cost. So all you need to do to participate is join the Facebook group and check in daily. We're doing a 28-day daily check-in. You are setting your own commitments for the challenge in 4 areas of your life: fitness, nutrition, mindset and personal development, and self-care. You set those. It's not a plan to follow. It's not macros. It's not training programs. It is you picking 4 habits that will majorly move the needle for you. The first steps, the low-hanging fruit. So I have now done a live video about that challenge on my YouTube channel, Keto Bikini Secrets on YouTube. And today at 3 p.m. Eastern, we are doing a group Zoom kickoff call for the challenge. To get that link, you need to be in the Facebook group. All the information is posted in the Facebook group. And I should also add, we are also kicking off our first new training program of 2026 inside the Keto Bikini Academy. That is starting officially tomorrow, and I just dropped that training program today, just assigned it. So if you want to join the Academy, we are doing a Grace and Grind 1-month special, which is lowering the monthly rate from $150 a month to $100 a month for 1 month. There's no commitment. You will not be charged again at the end of a month, but you get basically to try out the Academy for a month during the Grace and Grind Challenge. This special will only be running during the challenge. You can join anytime during the challenge at the special rate. That information is also in the Facebook group.
Awesome.
That's if you want macros,
I tell you,
and training program and coaching. And
once
the higher level.
Join the program, once you join the group, you're not going to want to leave the group.
We've got ladies now. We are celebrating our
Nobody leaves the group.
2-year Keto Bikini Academy anniversary. And we've got ladies who've been with us since before the Academy even opened, when we were doing group programs. So yeah, a lot of the
once
ladies
you get sucked into the KBB community, it's just hard to let go of that. It's a very special place to be. I wish I was a woman so that I could be in it. Although I'm kind of in it I'm an honorary member.
Consulting.
I'm a consulting. Yeah, I'm a consultant. Okay. Couple of people to say hi to. First of all, we got some people on YouTube: Maria, Deb, Keto Warrior, and Upstate Keto Girl. I haven't seen that name in a while.
Marie S is on also. Upstate Keto Girl, that is Lori.
I haven't seen her in a while, have I? Lori, have we seen you in a while?
I've seen her. I don't know if you've
I haven't seen her. I don't remember seeing that name recently on the YouTubes.
And over here, we got Meat and Muscle Couple. That is Teresa and Corey.
Mm-hmm.
We got Liz, Body, Mind, Spirit. Love that name. We've got Amber on. She's one of my members. Andrew is on. Oh, look at that. Lori is on or was on Instagram at some point.
She's on both.
Marie also, switching between.
Target Prime Rib. There's a name.
Ooh.
I like it.
Nice.
DS Rider Service. Okay.
All right, fam.
Coach, you're a Mrs. Coach and Mrs. You're Mrs. We did not get married.
Soon
but
enough,
we are
the
pretty much
Dr. and Mrs.
Dr. and Mrs. Mrs. Doctor. Dr. Mrs.
Dr. Coach Bronson.
Dr. Coach. I have no idea what it's going to be. And pretty soon, I mean, once it's here,
Pretty
it will
soon.
feel,
Okay,
it will be.
3 years from now.
Once it's here, it will be like,
Those 3 years
seem
are
like
gonna
it'll
go
be
by
like that.
in a
But
blink.
right now it's
Snail's
dragging.
pace. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay. You want to go first? Well, let's talk about us.
We're going to talk about us.
Where are we going to go? Where are we this year, 2026? What are we doing?
Where in the world is Coach Bronson in that?
That kind of works. We have to figure out a way. We should come. You get your graphic skills together.
Oh my gosh.
And
AI.
do a Where's Waldo for us?
That's so cute.
And yeah.
I love it.
Okay, so starting off the year, this month,
In 3 weeks.
we're going to be in Boca Raton, right?
Florida.
Florida
Yes.
at the.
What is it called?
Is it Low Carb USA or is it Metabolic Summit?
I think it's hosted by Low Carb USA, but I think it's called
Metabolic Summit or something like
Symposium.
that. Symposium, something like that, in Boca Raton. So we're going to go there. I'll be attending, and I just found out yesterday we'll be hosting a poster board session because of our paper that we published last year. That's so weird to say.
Who is we? Tell them who we is.
Me, Peter Cummings, Professor Timothy Noakes, and Professor Philip Prinz.
Some names you
Published a paper.
should know.
If you're not familiar with Philip Prinz, he's probably, next to Professor Noakes, the most prolific, because he's a professor, number one. So whenever his students do papers, he's on them. And he also kind of guides and helps direct a lot of papers. But he's involved very heavily in ketogenic nutrition and sports science, sports nutrition. He's got so many papers out there. I think Professor Noakes might be in the hundreds, and Philip Prinz is right behind him. Lots of papers. Been in the space a lot, knows a lot of people. But I've been working with him on most of my papers that I have going on, which we'll talk about what's going on for me research-wise this year. But yeah, so we published that paper. We'll be doing a poster board session, and you'll be there enjoying the weather and shopping, hanging out, whatever it may be. You're gonna go shopping. You know, you're at least
At some
part
point,
you're gonna
yes,
go. Don't act like you're not gonna go shopping. I'm not gonna. Yeah, you are.
I will probably take advantage of any of the therapeutic services at the hotel.
You will be spending a lot of time in
Sauna, spa, whatever I
sauna,
can
spa,
find.
massage, whatever.
Might even get my nails done.
Yep.
But I'll also definitely be working out of there because there will be lots going on, I'm sure.
And I'm sure there will be some networking and stuff because it's not going to be conference the whole time. And there's going to be people
And
we're going to
whatever's
want to
outside
talk
of
to
the
and hang out.
conference itself,
Right.
dinners, whatever. So I'm going to tag along.
So if you're going to Boca in January, let us know. Let us know. We can maybe, if there's enough people that we know, maybe we can get together for a lunch or a breakfast or a dinner or something and kind of hang out, get to see everybody. That'd be cool.
Yes.
Do a little meet and greet. And then what else we have after that?
Then after that, let's see.
I have, which I told you about, but I don't remember if I sent you the invite, the ISSN conference.
Oh, you mentioned it. When is it?
That might be July. I was thinking February, but that might be July.
Okay.
That's late June or July. That's later in the year.
Okay.
But that's in Florida as well, I believe. I think it's Tampa, maybe. Anywho.
Okay. Well, for me, next after that will be the Arnold Sports Festival, March 7th in Columbus, Ohio. I will be doing the Angel Competition Bikinis fashion show again this year. So that'll be my first stage appearance in 2026.
Okay.
And it sounds like I've got one of my members who will also be in the show with me.
Okay, cool.
And if anybody else is interested, let me know. They still have openings, I believe.
Cool. Then
I have been debating. Originally, my plan for my first competitive show of the year
was Dallas.
Dallas, FMG Dallas, which is March 21st. I think it's a bit ambitious of a timeline and budget because that would mean
With all the other stuff
that
we
would
have.
mean doing 3 shows this year at least.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Competitions, which is a lot. So I'm thinking I will take that one off the calendar and open up I mean, that's only going to be 2 weeks after the
I
Arnold.
think you use the Arnold as a
First
like, where
stage.
am I? How have I progressed? Like a checkpoint, and then
First prep milestone. Yes, exactly. So April, we haven't talked about this.
oh no, we haven't. We have to plan it. Oh, that's something we need to do when we have our
ASAP.
planning session, our year, which we should probably do this weekend. Don't you? We're planning this stuff as we go.
Next weekend, let's earmark next weekend for
Okay.
that.
Oh, because we have our
after our CPR.
so we have CPR recertification this weekend. So then, okay, so next weekend is planning for the event. Okay.
April intensive.
Yes. 2.5
With us.
day, 1.5, 2 days. Friday,
Hot
Saturday,
seat,
part of
deep
Sunday.
coaching.
Yes, I like that. Hot
Intensive.
seat, deep coaching intensive. If you are really interested in working to the thing that is keeping you from where you want to go, which I can tell you is probably not going to be your nutrition or your exercise. It's going to be here and
It's going to be
here.
whatever's stopping you from doing your nutrition and
Yep.
your training.
Then that's where you need to be.
So
And
we're
a lot
looking
of
at-
you have all the knowledge in the world. You've listened to everything we've had to say. You've listened to everything everyone else has to say. You've gone out and read all the books. You've gone to all the conferences. And we see you every single time we go do something. And we've seen you every time we've gone and done something over the past 4, 5, 6 years. And you're still kind of in the same place. You need to be here because the things that are keeping you from where you want to go are not the things that you're getting shoved in your brain over and over and over again. Because it's not about your nutrition. It's not about your fitness.
It's about how to
It's
take
not
action.
about any of the other stuff. It's about why aren't you doing what you need to do?
Or why aren't you being consistent with it?
Even if you know all of the things you need to do, there is a way to go about the process that we need to work through. So that's what this is going to be about. It's going to be a Friday evening, afternoon, evening, an all-day Saturday, and then a Sunday morning. And it's going to be just us. We're not having other people. We're not having speakers. We're not having guest presentations. This is spend time isolated from other people and other things. Get to have this safe space of intimate conversation. Open up. Maybe help you realize some things about yourself that you never even realized or have not been willing to acknowledge openly. There's power in verbalizing in front of other people things that you know and hear, but if you have to say it out loud, that means you have to face it, right? There's a whole process to this thing, right? You've been through it, I've been through it, the whole hot seat thing and
It's a game
sharing,
changer.
and it's
a life
guys,
changer.
it's powerful. So we want that for you. We've had breakthroughs over the past few years. We wouldn't be where we are today in our relationship, in our lives, if we didn't have circumstances in our life, a moment, a crossroads, a nexus point where it's make this decision or just stop trying. That's kind of where that's really like, you have to do this. Otherwise, what's the point? And we want to help create that moment for you. Right? There's a book out there I just told you about. I don't know if you started reading it yet, The Power of Moments.
It's by the bedside.
And it's all about coming to that point where you are faced with the only thing stopping me is me. And I have to decide, do I want this or not? And if I want it, these are the things I have to do. And I have no complaints to make if I don't do this. Right? So we want to create that moment for you. That's what this weekend is going to be about. It's going to be about a weekend of moments. I like that. It's a weekend of moments. Okay?
That will be the end of April.
Yes, and we're going to have our planning session next week. We'll start putting information out. We already do have a weekend set, right?
Yep.
The weekend of the
20-something.
21st, 24th, something like that.
23rd.
It's the last weekend in January, in April. So if you want to save the date, it's going to be in Northern Virginia. If you want to book your flights, whatever, Dulles Airport is closest airport. It's 10 minutes away, less than 10 minutes. It's close enough that when she's coming home from a trip, she can call me when she lands, and I usually get there and still have to drive a couple loops before she's got her baggage and is ready to get in the car. So it's super close. So that's that.
You probably already forgot again, but the week after that, the first weekend in May, we're going to Meatstock.
Oh, yes. Meatstock, beginning of May. I know a ton of people are going.
Oh my gosh.
And we're going to see a ton of, so there's going to be.
A ton of people are speaking.
A ton of people are speaking.
We are not speaking.
I cannot imagine, there has to be, I haven't looked at a schedule, if the schedule's come out yet. But I can't imagine that there's one at a time. Like, it's got to be multiple people.
I think it's all panels. There's just no,
panels.
There's no way that they can do.
I know there's some individuals, but there's no way. There's so many speakers.
Yeah. I think most of it is panels.
Okay. So we'll be hanging out at Meatstock for that weekend.
That is
thanks to Scott Everson for inviting us, and we're going to go hang out.
That?
Tennessee.
Oh, Tennessee. Yeah, that's right. Cool.
So we're going to go hang out in Tennessee for a couple days. And hopefully you guys are there. Go there. If you're going, let us know. Again, let's do a meetup. Let's hang out. And all that jazz. So that's to May. After May, at the end of May, we're going to be
May, the end of May.
April and May is 3 things, right? Yeah. Wow. Good grief.
Yeah. So literal last day of May through the first week of June.
Last day of May through the first week of June, we'll be on the low carb cruise. We will be speaking together. What's the title of our?
Something about mindset, because it always is.
I have to remember.
I don't remember what we called it.
I think I might have wrote it on my board. We'll look at it later. After it's on the tip of my tongue.
Have they promoted it yet?
Have they? Oh, that's a good question. I can just look and see what I emailed them.
I'm assuming they didn't put the schedule out yet.
I have not seen a schedule yet.
They're probably confirming
Talk for
all
Cruise. I did. I got a name
now.
for it. Ready?
Okay.
Resistance. Your resistance is your path. How to stop getting in your own way.
This is what we exist to do, y'all.
So if you're interested in hearing us talk about more mindset stuff, because you can never get tired of that. Because that's really what matters.
It is.
This is another reason.
That's why we always end up circling back to it.
This is another differentiator between coaches and influencers, coaches and content creators.
Oh, yeah.
Content creators can't exist without only focusing on the nutrition and the fitness, because that's the stuff they can argue about. That's the stuff that there's data and perspective and all these different things they can talk about and keep it new and different and more sensational.
Oh yeah, this new thing, that new thing.
Mindset doesn't change.
Principles are the same.
What we're talking about when we talk about behavior change, developing habits, has nothing to do with the latest science, has nothing to do with nutrition trends, has nothing to do with the latest fitness fad or equipment or biohack or any of that stuff. Mindset, your motivation, why you're doing it, and how to get you to change your habits to make it happen every single day, transcend all of the bullshit. Because that's all the other stuff is. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So that is another difference. When you have coaches who are helping you change your life, we tend not to focus on those other things as much. Those are tools that you can implement once you've got this squared away.
Speaking of tools, I love, go back to the comments. Was it John?
John's always got good stuff to say.
John, Colorado, can't build a house without tools, but tools don't build the house without action.
Yep.
The tools don't build the house, period.
Right, you do.
You have to pick up the tools and use them, right? And if you're not picking up the tools for some reason, or you keep picking them up and putting them back down, the house will never get built. Yep. And that's where so many people are.
Yep. We're getting some good questions.
Ooh,
These are good
yay.
questions. We'll come back to the questions.
Yes.
We'll go through.
So, low
depending on
carb
how many go.
cruise.
Low carb cruise at the end of May, June, beginning of June.
Sailing out of Galveston, Texas, and we're doing Western Caribbean.
Western Caribbean,
this
okay.
year. Well, the Gulf, so Mexico. When we did Mexico.
We're doing Mexico again?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Where I dropped my phone in the water.
Yes. Are we doing? I'm not doing a cenote. I froze my balls
It was cold.
off.
It was really cold.
That was so cold.
But it was so cool.
It was cool.
The caves.
I might have bumped my head on one of the cave at one point. Did I have I think I had a scratch.
Yeah.
Is that the one where I also got the sunburn and I had to wear the turban in the ruins?
Yes.
I had a t-shirt tied around my head.
That's when we went to
the Aztec ruin, the Mayan ruins.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
we did all that stuff last time, so we don't need to do it again.
But it was Tulum because it was like 4 hours of that day was travel to get there. I'm not interested in doing that again.
And half of the time the guy was like, come follow me while I talk about this.
And he talked for like an hour while you're burning in the sun. And then it's like, we can
just walk around and see it.
Yeah.
Like, can we just walk around and see stuff, please?
So we'll have to look at what...
It was cool to do, but we did it.
We did
check the box.
Check. We might do it just like the last couple of cruises where we're just chilling. We don't always do that.
Most of the time, I would say probably 70% of these trips, we don't do excursions.
Because for it to really be a vacation for us, we want to relax.
Right.
And we
don't find excursions relaxing.
A million places to be and certain times a day, and it takes half the day or the whole day. If they have shorter, cool things to check out, then maybe. But that might be a one thing we do on the whole
That's
week.
a good point. I never thought about that. For us, the vacation isn't the activity, it's the lack of activity.
It's the getting away from activity. Yeah.
It's the no timelines, the no schedules. What do we feel like doing now?
Yes.
I feel like doing nothing. Okay, great.
Sauntering across the ship to get our coffee in the morning.
Yeah, let's just go walk around town and see what's there. Okay,
That's
great.
That's what we do. We'll get off the ship and go walk.
And the more we do these cruises, the more we've seen these places, the less we'll even want to do that. Because it's like, we already been down to this place.
Need to.
Unless there's a place we want to go, maybe have lunch with somebody, or like we did with Tro and Linskis at one time. And that was awesome. Yeah, that was cool. So, yeah.
So, cruise. Always,
and what's after
always
the
a
cruise?
great time. After the cruise, if I do decide to compete in the U.S., my first show will be Florida, June 21st. It'll be 2 weeks after the cruise, I believe. 2 or 3 weeks after the cruise. So that is going to be in West Palm Beach, which is very attractive as a location. My dad happens to be turning 80 this year, so I have floated the idea of them.
You should totally get them.
And then
I would.
You would have to come.
It's going to be hard because, in case you all don't know, I do work a regular job. And I'm negative PTO right now. I'm negative right now. So I'm trying to get PTO back
for the cruise.
Now they have to take time off.
And then you're going to have to take a lot for the cruise. So maybe even if it's just for the weekend.
I'll be taking unpaid leave probably. Which, whatever.
And then I am deciding on times of year and locations for the KBB retreats 2026. So I'm putting together a survey that will go out to my Facebook group, my academy. I will probably post it on YouTube as well and Instagram as well for anybody who wants to consider coming to a retreat. Let me know where and when you would like to go. I think
she should do West Coast this time.
I am thinking of West Coast, Colorado, Arizona.
I think Colorado would be good.
Somewhere out there. I really
do a ranch. Do a dude ranch. Get out there. Go ride some horses.
No. I want hot springs.
Okay.
Like
do they have hot springs?
Ski resort kind of vibe.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And probably
do Vail.
I'm thinking
do Vail in the fall.
I've never been to Vail. Saying.
That's crazy. I don't think anyone can afford that.
Well, I'm sure there are areas.
There probably are.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what else do we have? Anything in the
June. So we went through June. You said ISSN might be July.
ISSN might be July.
And that's a conference.
That's a conference. The ISSN is the International Society of Sports Nutrition. They are the largest sports nutrition organization in the world.
So I might be down to do that with you.
It's one of the largest conferences in the U.S. every year. Yeah.
So get the info, post it.
Okay. I believe that's in Florida as well.
It's also another reason why I would love to go with you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm down
I
to
think
go
we
to
should just
Florida.
move to Florida.
I mean, we've been talking about that
We should just move to Florida.
for years.
Here's a question. If we decided to move to Florida, should we move to the East Coast or the
Or
West
the Gulf
Coast?
Coast.
East of Florida or West Florida? What do you guys think? In your experiences,
I think Atlantic Coast.
you think Atlantic? I've heard Tampa's really nice.
I mean, Tampa's central.
I thought it was East West Coast. I thought Tampa's on the west side of
Tampa's
Florida.
central. It's probably,
Okay.
if you had to say it was more on one side than the other, then it would be west, but it's not West Coast. It's not Gulf Coast.
It's not Gulf Coast? Oh, I always thought it was.
Central. That's why Central, isn't it Central Florida University? What's it called?
I don't know.
I think it's USF.
I could have
University,
swore
no.
I was
South
looking
Florida?
at some stuff in Tampa and there was a beach right there.
I was considering going to school there. My cousin lives there. When I pictured on the map, it's center.
She said Tampa Bay, West Coast.
Tampa Bay, yes.
That's what I'm thinking, Tampa Bay.
Okay.
Tampa Bay and Tampa aren't the same
Well,
thing?
the city of Tampa is a little more inland, I believe.
Okay, but it's still on the West Coast. Mount Princeton, Colorado.
All right, so we're having lots of requests for Colorado, Arizona.
Yep.
Yep.
Clearwater is the actual on the coast.
Yeah.
Clearwater,
Yeah.
okay.
Clearwater, Florida, yep.
All right, so who knows? Maybe you think we could move this year? We'll see.
Oh, Spring Hill, my grandfather used to live there.
So
Way back
that's
in
the
the day.
ISSN conference. And then after July, are we done? You have a show.
Let's see, August, September, October. Eventually, I believe
Because
that
Mexico's
the
December?
Mexico show is November or December.
Right.
There's a Vegas show, I believe, in September.
That you want to go or compete?
Potentially compete.
Okay.
All the U.S. shows are on my radar.
Okay.
Haven't decided yet, but the Olympia is also going to be back in Vegas in September. So I need to see what the dates are between the Olympia and the FMG Vegas show this year.
Yeah.
See how close together they are. It would be kind of cool to just go out there for a week. If they're like 1 weekend apart, then I might just go for a week.
Yeah.
And I might do another retreat.
I was going to say, make that another retreat. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that is September. I just saw Autumn posted yesterday about Keto Palooza 2026.
Oh, every year she's like, I'm not doing it again. And then
2 years later. It's always 2 years later. Take a year off and then they come back. So I think I saw the dates were October. I believe it's in October this year.
we could totally do that.
So that might be something on our radar. Also, something I've considered is going down and supporting Robert Sykes with his
show.
competition. This is going to be
Also,
the second year.
And then I don't know if there's going to be one this year, but Dave Feldman started the scientific
Symposium.
whatever it
It's like a
is.
one-day thing? Or is it two?
I think it's
COSI.
COSI. He started that as well, so I don't know when that's going to be, if that's happening this year. But that would be another one I would like to go to, because that's going to be more sciencey. Since I'm getting more sciencey.
And I believe Robert's competition, Natural State Savages, it was in September last year. I think it might be September or October again.
Okay.
So there's a lot of potential things in September, October at time frame. Just need to take a look at dates and see what's feasible.
Gotcha.
I plan to put a full update the events calendar on my website. So I'll have everything that we're doing and everything I'm doing all in one place there. And so I'll share that.
In case anybody, we're making an assumption that you guys care.
If you want to meet us,
If you want to meet up, if you want
out.
to kind of go hang out and do whatever,
maybe
see
we
what's
could do
going on.
another meetup.
Yeah, if we have again, if you guys let us know that you're going to be at one of these events and you want to get together, we'd love to do a meetup. We've done meetups before. They've always been a blast. Get a bunch of people together and go eat some meat. So yeah, totally down for that. So that's events. That's things that are
Travel, in-person.
What about goals. What do we want to get done this year? What is our focus? Where are we going?
So I think you should go first because yours are easier to,
Easy to explain?
shorter, easier to explain, perhaps. Focus.
Shorter.
Focus.
Focused. I don't know about shorter because I could take another 3 hours and just go into all of them.
Well, we're not going to go in depth on each study that you're going to do.
So my focus for 2026, I don't have a business focus, which is new for me. Kind of new.
You started, last year's main overarching goal was to step back from business and focus on school.
Which I did.
Which you did.
I only had one coaching client.
You took maybe 6 months of towing the line of wanting to get back into it and kind of changing your mind, but you kept redirecting yourself back to the main goal.
Yes.
Which this is the thing, y'all. Each year, if you set a vision and a focus as the overarching theme, goal, focus for your year, then you have something to assess what you're doing based off of. Is this aligned with the vision? Is this aligned with the direction I'm trying to go in? Is this aligned with my main goal? Because if it's not, it needs to wait. And that's what you did all this past year. You kept going, wait a minute. This was my focus. This was my goal. Does this align? No.
And that really has solidified just even in the last few weeks. And I went through a phase where I didn't do any social media for a while. And then I did, and then I did, and then I need to figure out what is my message, who am I talking to on social media, all of these things but it kept coming back to, I'm not trying to build anything right now business-wise, so what does it matter?
Doesn't make any sense to do it, to spend that energy and effort.
Yeah.
And then when I started working with my social media consultant, he wanted to dive in on that, and he's like, oh, give me your contact info. I said, no. Because that's not in alignment.
That's not in alignment with where you're trying to go. I don't have a business. I am Coach Bronson, but I'm not coaching right now. I'm transitioning from Coach Bronson to Dr. Bronson. And that is a huge mental shift. Mm-hmm. That is a huge mental shift to not think about content the way that I think about that I've been thinking about it, to show up differently. I'm still treading water, trying to figure out what that all means. But in that process, a lot of cool things are happening. And I just want to talk about, I don't even know what this is about. Something hit me this morning. And the direction that you want to go is only going to become clear once you start going in the direction. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
If you're not taking action, you can't know if you're going where you want to go.
Clarity comes
with action, right? So as I've been making this shift, redefining myself in a lot of ways, I'm building a new identity based on what I'm doing and where I'm going and who I want to talk to and the difference I want to make. And that's the key point, the difference I want to make. The difference I've wanted to make has been in you guys directly, helping you individually as a coach, helping you with my information, my experience, my knowledge to guide you to help develop your own experience and information and knowledge to change your lives. Now I am changing that and I'm shifting from being Coach Bronson to Dr. Bronson as a conduit to take this experience that I've gotten from working with you all, with doing the things in my own life, to say we need to change the body of knowledge, the source material that is influencing the educational institutions, the source material that is influencing the medical institutions, the source material that needs to be changed to accurately represent what's going on in the real world. That's a very different message, target, like everything about that is very different. The more I have done to prepare myself to do that, and the more things I have done to make those things happen, right? The more things I've done to publish. I published a paper in 2022 that I didn't realize was probably a seed that started all of this.
Oh, big time.
Right. The work that I did to get that done, that was right. I mean, we were just starting our relationship. But that, I think, really set this is what this process is like. And it's kind of cool to be able to say, hey, I did that.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I thrive on accomplishing and completing things. So that really, I'm getting a dopamine hit every time I publish a paper, right?
I mean, the light I see in your eyes now, every time you even discover something in the process.
Right.
Of
like last night.
Yeah.
I'm like, babe, come here.
That was lit with that first paper.
Yeah.
With that case study or whatever you called it.
So I'm really passionate right now about the science and the literature and updating what we know. Where I'm going with this, the more I do that, the more opportunities I have to do that. So I started doing that. I got connected with a couple of the people. I got connected with an organization. I joined this group. The network, the connections, and the opportunities. My goal, somewhere in the middle of last year, I set a goal where I wanted to publish 3 papers a year, right? Mm-hmm. I published 1 last year. I have another one that we worked on that was submitted, but it hasn't been through review, so it'll be published this year. But so even if I say I did 2 last year, as of right now, I have 2 papers that are ready to go. I'm just waiting on a couple of things. I have another paper. I have 2 more papers that are in draft that are waiting for my co-authors for feedback. And then I have another paper that we just started gathering data today. And the other paper that I'm working on that I'm doing all the data collection that I was freaking out about yesterday. So I have 5 papers right now that are in process that could potentially be published. 2 of those just happened. Did not plan on them happening. They weren't on my radar. It was like, hey, here's an opportunity. Let's take advantage of it. And the more I do that, the more people are like, hey, wait a second, you're doing this thing. Let's talk about something real quick. You know, I had somebody who lives in the UK who contacted me. They're like, hey, I have access to like 15 or 20 keto adapted athletes who might be interested in doing something. What can we do? I'm like, let's talk. So when you take action, the opportunity to take more action the path
happens. Reveals itself.
It just happens.
It's like when you first set out to accomplish this goal or these goals, if you had tried to lay out all the steps between now and the goal, the end goal being achieved, you wouldn't have even known all the steps to take.
Yeah.
And they have revealed themselves to you because you took those first steps. So this is what we mean when we say stop the analysis paralysis.
Just start doing something.
You're never going to know everything that you need to know and what next steps you need to take to get from here to your ultimate end goal. Start taking the steps and the rest of the staircase will appear.
Here's a good way to think of it. And here's how I kind of have approached it and will continue to approach it. What is the thing that I know I can do that's going to make an impact? Just focus on that. I have a really hard time keeping things in front of me as my focus. I'm a dreamer. I am a vision kind of guy. I like to think about if
ideas.
If we have an idea that comes into our head, this happened to us last week or at Christmas. Okay.
Oh God.
What was that even about? It was a protein. Oh, the protein flavor.
Protein powder line.
So,
we wanted to do.
If you aren't aware, a couple years ago, I was looking at starting a protein line. We got some things going. It didn't kick off. We ended up putting it on the back burner.
But it was.
We started talking about it.
The best flavor you could ever imagine. It was so good.
We had a really good flavor that was fantastic. It was don't get us started.
Checked all the boxes.
Don't get us started. We started talking about that on the hour-plus drive to my parents for Christmas. And in the hour in the car, we had an entire product line developed
three different
types of
categories,
categories of flavors. All of it, like we had we were coming up with names, but that's a trap that I get into, and I pulled her into that.
Well, we
Which
have
often she's the like, whoa, hold on, we're not ready for that, right? So I have traditionally struggled with keeping a small focus of things right in front of me. I tend to think big about what the big impact was going to be 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So your influence has helped a lot. And just what are the things you can do right now that's going to make a difference? And then the next thing will come.
Yes.
The next thing will be there. It's not, right? That's when you talk about the woo-woo stuff, right? Set the vibration and the rest will kind of fall into place. So, okay.
We have lots of questions.
We have a handful of questions.
Quickly share my vision for 2026. I have a word of the year. Every year I do a word of the year.
I want to talk about that too, because mine didn't pan out at all from last year.
Yes. And also last year's vision for me was elevate. I want to elevate everything I was doing in terms of quality, in terms of how I show up. I will say that I don't feel that really panned out either. Ended up dealing with some health stuff that really took me down a notch in terms of how I could show up. And so this year I'm carrying that forward, but with a even more focused vision, and that is visibility. What it means.
What does visibility mean?
Showing up more fully in all areas of my life.
Okay.
Business, relationships, health. Those are the three big ones, right? My spiritual life would probably be fourth. So playing full out, alert, clear, focused, engaged, active, and present. Those are the words that come to mind as I think about how I want to live my life every day. This is more of an energy that I want to have and cultivate within myself so that every day I want to show up. It's not a forcing myself to show up. So the way that I kind of laid this out in terms of what that means for my plans, action steps, call it objectives. I put two main objectives. One, cultivate my energy and vibrancy. This is things like my lifestyle, nutrition, fitness, recovery activities, all of those things that go into my overall wellness. Because if I am not well, and this was the big takeaway from last year, if I'm not well, I cannot show up. Yeah. So that's number one. Number two is get organized. I am that person that if there's clutter, if there's a laundry list of things to do and I haven't written it down and gotten it organized, my mind is cluttered, I'm stressed, he could tell you. He'll tell me to go meditate, or he'll come in and give me a hug when he can tell that I'm getting overwhelmed. And so getting organized and cultivating my energy, those are the two things that will then lead to what I'm trying to accomplish. And then, of course, there's lots and lots of little plans and objectives, business-wise, fitness, health, all of those. But those are all they relate to the tools. Those are the little action items. And there's going to always be a laundry list of those action items. Just don't get focused on the trees, focus on the forest, right? So there's going to be lots of things I will do to accomplish the goals I have, but I want to keep the vision in front of me.
Yeah. I don't know what my words for this year are going to be. Because last year was not at all. And here's an interesting thought. Maybe it's because I bought into it and then but I kind of do that anyways. Last year, the word for me was pressure.
Oh, right.
Right?
No pressure, no diamonds.
No pressure, no diamonds. I don't feel like I felt any pressure last year.
In fact, you took the pressure off. And actually you needed to take the pressure off.
Maybe that was
That's kind of interesting.
so maybe it did actually apply.
The universe gave you what you needed.
Because I didn't feel, I was going into last year thinking I needed to prepare, right? I was finishing a master's, starting a doctorate. Recently at that time, we had moved here? No, we'd been here for a while. There was other stuff going on, and it was just like, okay, this is going to be a tough year. I felt like I was going to be taking on a lot.
In fact, you kept getting bored and asking what else you could do. But
the pressure,
pushed yourself to not take on more.
Maybe that's the pressure that I was feeling, that I did feel, was the pressure of being okay with not having a lot of things to do. So this is the kind of analysis and awareness work that we do at the end of the year to kind of say, hey, what's going on? How did last year pan out? What's going on next year? Things like that. So asking these questions and thinking about, okay, this was my intent for the year. How did that actually pan out? What actually happened? I honestly, most of the pressure I felt was my own, the process of me having to let go of the expectations of Coach Bronson.
Ooh.
And start moving into who is Dr. Bronson. That would probably be the most pressure. Not I was thinking it was going to be the load of things I had to do.
You know what your word for the year should have been? Identity.
Identity, yeah. So I got to think about what this year's going to be.
Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
All right.
I got some questions. You got questions?
I
got questions.
I have a really good first question to go to because it relates to what we were just talking about.
Shoot.
And this is from Valentina, my client. She says, how do you go about a yearly goal and then mini goal? I am good from week to week and I know the direction I want my life to go, but nothing specific. Okay, I got something for you, boo. And because you're my client, I'm going to send it to you in the inbox. But for anybody else, for last year's Grace and Grind Challenge, when we were kicking off, I did a kickoff call that included, it wasn't a call, it was a kickoff video that included a year in review to review your previous year, a start, stop, and continue list to consider what needs to go, what needs to stay, and what needs to add, what you need to add in the new year, setting your vision for the year, and then drilling that down into goals. I did all of that to help as what I called pre-work for the Grace and Grind Challenge that would help people solidify what are the 4 habits they wanted to focus on for the challenge. So I have included that link in this year's challenge guide so that it's a reference point to go back to and watch from last year. I also created a whole workbook that goes with it. So those 2 links are inside my Facebook group, inside the guide for the 2026 Grace and Grind Challenge, and Miss Valentina, I'm going to send it to you directly, and I think that will help wildly.
Okay, let's see. You got Johnston, can't build a house without tools. Here's a question. We'll get into, so Keto Warrior asked a question about leptin versus insulin. Which comes first?
Oh boy.
Neither. Start eating healthy and let the rest work itself out.
What do you mean by which comes first?
If I'm going to focus on fixing one of my hormones, should I focus on fixing leptin or fixing insulin?
Is that it? Is that the question? Well, Sly,
that's all it says. I mean,
that's Sly. Sly, let us know if there. I think that's Sly. Yeah, let us know if you have a specifically what you're specifically asking there.
In general, I would say.
But typically, that's a trees for the forest kind of situation.
Exactly. That's where I'm going. Like,
majoring in the minors.
What are you doing the basics first? Right, and not just with what you're eating, how much you're eating, when you're eating. Are you getting good sleep? Are you like? There's a lot of things that goes into the basics that have nothing to do with food. So that can also impact hormonal response and other things. So are the basics being met? Then we can look at specifics if there's an imbalance.
Here's the thing too. Ultimately, the things that correct any particular hormone, any particular function in your body that you're concerned about are the same. So this is what we mean when we say people are getting caught up in the analysis paralysis or the specific mechanisms of a particular function of the body or organ system or hormone.
Mechanisms, yeah.
If you focus on the lifestyle factors that move the needle for one of those things, it's going to move the needle for pretty much all of them.
They're all interconnected. They're all part of, metabolic syndrome is not one thing. It's a whole bunch of things.
It's a collection.
And trying to focus on one aspect. If I'm just trying to fix my hypertension, I can do things to fix my hypertension that are also going to make my insulin resistance worse. I can do things that are going to help reduce my cortisol, which is going to potentially cause some other imbalance somewhere else. So
this is the problem with modern medicine, right?
Yeah.
We take a pill to fix one thing and now it's impacting something else. But the lifestyle factors that improve one typically improve them all.
Yes. I love the whole thought process around everything has to be balanced when it comes to nutrition. But then when it comes to medicine, well, we're just going to give you this specific thing and not worry about.
Right.
It's like,
where's the balance?
Where's the balance?
That's so good.
Yeah. All right, let's see. Wait, where did that one go? Leptin.
Speaking of, what can be done to support healthy cortisol for low estrogen? Oh, Lord. This is exactly what we mean.
Yes.
Right? The best thing you can do for your cortisol, the best thing you can do for your sex hormones is to improve your circadian rhythm, which means wake times, sleep times, morning and evening routine, managing your stress throughout the day,
building muscle, regular exercise,
nutrition, all the same things.
All the same things. It's all the same.
Literally the same answer for
You know what we should
system.
do? You know what we should really do?
What?
Is we'll have to get chat to help with this, but look,
a flow chart where it all goes to the same place.
Just list. Yeah, we could talk about it. We could say, look, these are all of the issues and how they all tie back to eating, sleeping, and stress management.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because literally, they all come back to that.
Yep.
At some level.
Yep.
So, yeah. Okay.
Boom.
That was West Coast. We talked about that. I thought I saw another. Keto Warrior says Dr. Bronson is needed. Thank you.
Will we both be at Keto Palooza? We're not sure yet.
We're not sure yet. We just found out.
Saw the info yesterday.
Yep. What's been your biggest change you two made for your keto carnivore journey?
Oh boy. Biggest change. Wow. Lord, first of all, how long has your journey been?
7.5 years.
Mine has been, well, it's like 15 now, but keto carnivore specifically.
Right. Carnivore. I started carnivore in 2018. So.
Yeah, I started keto in 2016.
Okay.
So, and then carnivore more recently, but really my journey started in 2011. So it's been so long. God, the biggest change. I don't even know if I can pick one thing.
I can.
Go for it.
Because my journey is tied inextricably, word of the day, with my coaching journey. And the biggest change for me has been going from the zealot to, I don't even know what the word would be to describe.
Yeah, I don't know.
Going from the passionate, everyone needs to do this, to the passionate, how can I use this to help everyone? And if you don't get the difference between those two statements, you're the problem. There is a big difference between saying everyone needs to do this and This can help everyone.
Ooh, yeah, because
Very, very big difference.
because the nuance in how it helps different people is can
That's
be
the
very
difference.
wide.
That's the difference. And that's where
Yeah.
a lot of the community, not just keto carnivore, just health and fitness community in general, is stuck in the everyone needs to do
A
this.
certain way. All needs
And
to be
that's
done
not
a
how it
certain
works.
way, right?
So I think that growth in my journey is where the biggest change for me.
Wow. Okay, I love that. You know, I will say personally, my biggest change has been because my journey included healing, recovery from an eating disorder, a full-blown eating disorder. And at times I have said I will never say I'm recovered, but this is the first full year, this last year of my life, maybe longer now,
It's been longer.
maybe a year and a half, 2 years-ish, that I actually fully feel completely recovered. And so it's it's the mental shift that I've made personally from doing this nutrition, fitness, lifestyle as a means to an end, as a getting to the body I want, as a getting to the health that I want, as a, looking at a goal and doing this for a goal versus doing this for my life. Mm-hmm. Truly making it a lifestyle and not thinking about it any differently anymore. That it just is the way I live my life. And there's no question, there's no struggle, there's no temptation, there's no urges to binge or urges to purge or urges to go off the rails or cheat on my diet or like none of that enters my mind anymore. And it's a place I truly never thought I would ever live. And at certain points, didn't even have as a goal.
Well, because you didn't think it was possible.
You cannot achieve what you do not believe. Ooh, I need to write that down, put it on a t-shirt. I think Walt Disney might have said that.
Somebody said that. It's definitely been said before. I know I've heard Zig Ziglar say it.
Yeah.
I definitely know it's been said. But that's
Believe it to achieve it. That's right.
something that is a recurring theme with what we deal with on a day-to-day basis.
Yes. How do I stay on track? How do I stop cheating?
The belief piece. We see so many people struggling because they're trying to do something they don't believe can actually happen.
Ooh.
Many of your challenges are only challenges because you don't think you could actually do it.
That is so it.
And we know you can because we've done it. We've seen other people do it. But until you believe it, it's never going to happen.
And just for the record, for those who have not heard us talk about this before, we are huge fat kids inside.
Guys, I was just telling her yesterday, y'all don't know how much of a fat kid I am. I want to use the word challenged every day to not be a fat kid, but challenge isn't really the word. But there is definitely a fat kid on my shoulder. Because whatever that fat kid on my shoulder is saying, somehow social media knows it.
If you could see the things how many times a day,
oh my God,
he will either mention some food, comfort food to me, or send me a video or something posted on social media of the most junky food.
Not even junky.
It's not even junk.
Some of it can be.
A lot of it is real food.
Okay, but here's an example. Because I saw this last night.
Okay.
Pulled pork pot pie with the top of the pot pie wasn't a crust. It was mac and cheese.
Oh my God.
They took a pie thing, put pulled pork in it, and then put a mound of mac and cheese, and then put it in the oven.
Oh God!
I saw that. I was like, oh.
What about the breakfast hot dogs you showed me yesterday?
Oh my God.
It was a French toast buns,
hot dog buns with the hot dog and then
eggs
eggs
and bacon cheese
and then syrup on
syrup.
top.
Oh my God.
And we both were like, if that was sausage, that'd be better than a hot dog.
Y'all don't know how much we talk about it, we joke about it, but it really is in jest. It's not something we're pining after.
Thinking fond memories of how we used to eat, whatever you want to call it, but it's not because we want to eat those, and we're not going to go out.
We're not going to go out and get
it. And it's
it.
not making us feel like, oh my God, I got to go. No.
No, or how can I make that carnivore? We're not doing that either. I said it. It struck a nerve.
We're not looking for ways to make those things fit in our lives because they don't. That's why we can look at them without fear of going backwards. The idea that you talk about all the time of not living your life in a straitjacket is what enables us to share videos about peanut butter Reese's Pieces and peanut butter cup pancakes,
fried Oreo
ice cream waffles that we can send to each other and just look at and go, what in the world is going on in the world right now? Like, how is this even out there? Because it's audacious, not because we want it.
Yep. And then we're not thinking about it for the next 2 weeks or, and then we can go to brunch at our favorite places and not be like, we've gone, how many times have we gone to Ted's?
There's a place right down the street that we go to. They make homemade Pop-Tarts.
Ted's Tarts. And we go, that's our favorite place to go for brunch. Never once have we ordered a Pop-Tart.
No, I've joked about it, but never done
in the 2 years we've lived here.
No.
So.
Yes.
Okay, food freedom.
Food freedom. That's food freedom. Not always,
Not the straitjacket, not having to hide yourself from everything and not participate in life, but being able to with full freedom.
Here's a message to start your 2026 off with. Stop claiming restriction and start claiming freedom. Stop calling yourself an addict and start claiming your own independence.
Woo!
Okay.
I love it. All right, what else?
Let's see. Biggest change. Rocking Coach Amy says, I'm so glad I tuned in. I'm overwhelmed at starting my coaching business this year. Analysis paralysis. Love that. And then Juliana says, Natalie will tell you overwhelm is a choice. Yes,
indeed.
It is. Somebody asked me something. Hold on. I had one I think I missed. Oh, there's this question. Deb Tasker asked.
Oh, Deb.
Have you,
you lost it.
Have you where'd it go? Have you collaborated with Steve Finney or Jeff Bullock at all? Just curious.
Funny that he's.
And then somebody else asked, what are my papers on?
Oh, yeah. Well, that could be an hour long.
That could be an hour. Well, I'm going to list them quick.
Okay.
We'll list them quick. So in answer to the first question, not Finney. Finney doesn't do as much with a lot of people out there anymore. But Bullock, we actually have a paper that I'm working on right now that we will be contacting Bullock's office, I guess you would call it, because he's got a couple. So if you're not familiar with Jeff Bullock, he works at a college where he has other PhDs working under him, right? So he's got a whole department. So there's some PhDs and some doctors that work for him.
Isn't that the one I put you in touch with, that woman who worked for him?
I don't know.
She was doing something about women, and I think at the time it connected with something you were doing. I want to say you had a conversation with her.
I don't know. Maybe.
Anyways.
So there's a couple of doctors that work in his department that we will be contacting. Anytime you contact one of his doctors, he has to get involved. So we will hopefully be working with Volek on one of these papers that I'm working on. I have a couple papers with Professor Noakes. And then we're also looking at doing some stuff with Kutnik, D'Agostino, and there's some other people getting on. So there's a lot of stuff going on, guys. The way this thing is going, the way these studies are going, they could be huge. And what I mean by huge is like absolutely game changing, because no one else is doing these things. And here's an example. The paper we just did was about how to evaluate performance based on fuel consumption, and change and recommend the change in how to consider ketogenic metabolism versus carb-based metabolism. We actually said, here's the problems, why the current measurements and the way we do things don't work when you're fat adapted, and then here's how to fix it, right? That was the last one. Studies we have coming out this year. 3 case studies. So one is the one that we submitted, we're waiting on a review, and that is, what is the impact of just educating veterans on ketogenic nutrition and their metabolic health?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that one.
So that one is a case report that was done on a clinic, a VA clinic that Dr. Mark Cucuzella was running a couple years ago. He has all of the data. We went over a 12-month period. He was not allowed to actually prescribe keto, but he could recommend a book for people to read. Just in him recommending the book for people to read, there was a dramatic decrease in A1C, improvement in triglyceride HDL ratio, like all of these things. BMI, obesity was reduced, like all this stuff. Just on the education. Not even an intervention, right? So that's going to be cool to show that one. Another case study is almost complete. I'm waiting on feedback from co-authors. And that is the Alex McDonald 5 marathons in 5 days, completely fasted. So if you guys remember in the 70s, I think it was Arthur Barbary did the 382 days of fasting. He didn't eat anything and he lost like 300 pounds or something like that. But he did it under medical supervision, blah, blah, blah. So this is similar to that in that, can your body function with no food doing high levels of effort, just working off of endogenous fat as an energy source? The answer is yes. We already knew this, right? Mm-hmm. But this is a case study that shows not only can you do 1 marathon without eating, you can do 5 in a row without eating and be perfectly fine, right? So that's going to be a super cool case study. I just started a case study today. I didn't start it, right? We started collecting data. So this week is a baseline week. I have a master's CrossFit athlete who is a regular competitor at a bunch of different levels who is not ketogenic. And we are going to test my specific, I have a protocol that I've developed for transitioning athletes to a ketogenic diet. It's a 12-week protocol. So we're going through the process with her over the next 14 weeks. It's going to be a week of baseline and testing, 12 weeks, and then a week of baseline and testing to kind of compare. So we're going to test a protocol. I've got this idea in my head about here's the things we need to do to successfully transition an athlete. We're going to test it out over 12 weeks. And then at the end of that, take all the data, and then I'll do a case study with that as well. So that one would be super cool because no one's actually defined what ketogenic transition should look like in a protocol, right? They've said, oh, well, as long as you're in ketosis, then you're adapted.
Well, that's
but there's
my
more
biggest
to it than
gripe
that.
with the scientific literature as it stands.
Right. So here's a protocol. Here are the things that need to be considered. Here's the timeline. Here's the steps. Here's how you do this and this and this at each of the different weeks and go through the whole thing. So we're going to test it out, see how that goes. If that works well and she's successful in that, then that could potentially lead to maybe a clinical trial where we say, hey, let's get a team or let's get 5 or 10 or 15 people to actually do this as a study, which would be, can't wait to see if that happens. So those are case reports, case studies I'm doing. Then there's the one I was freaking out with you about last night.
Remember, you said you're just going to name them.
I'm just kind of, well, this one, okay. She's like, you're talking too much.
We're an hour and 15.
I know, and I was like,
and he said, let's keep this one short today.
All right, the one that I'm working on right now that I was super excited about last night, I'm about halfway through all the data, is how does the length of adaptation impact the performance outcome? So I'll keep it short. We're looking at all of the, we're finding every study that we can possibly find going back 20 years.
This is so cool.
That has tested keto and athletic performance and looking at all of it to do a meta-analysis that says, is there a difference in performance outcomes the longer somebody's adapted? What is that difference? Is there a cutoff? Is there a point, et cetera? Like, how does this actually work? So no one's ever done this before. Now, the cool thing about this is there's been a lot of research. And I don't think people realize I'm working right now with 50 studies.
Oof.
And some of the studies have multiple data points, right? Because in one study, it may say, we're testing a 5K. We're also testing a back squat. We're also testing so I'm at 22 studies I've completed, but out of those 22 studies, I have 60 data points.
Oof.
So the other 20, 30 plus that I have to do, we could have over 100 data points. That's a huge data set to come up with some very conclusive information. So I'm super excited about that, especially though I did some data analysis on what we have so far.
And it's looking very promising.
I like it. I'm happy so far.
It's going in the direction
now,
we expected.
If it goes in the opposite direction, then it goes in the opposite direction. And I want to make it clear.
Scientist first.
Scientist first. I'm happy with the outcome, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to change the outcome. Like, the data is whatever the data is. I'm just copying it from the paper into my collection,
Yep.
and then it is what it
analyzing
is.
it. Yep.
I fully have expectations of what I think will happen, right? But it is what it is.
Assume.
Right. And then if it doesn't, then we have to figure out, okay, so it came out completely different. Maybe it doesn't matter how long you're adapted. It just performance sucks. Okay. Let's figure out why. That's just the next step there. I have another paper that
Told y'all this is going to be another hour.
that has been in draft. That is going to be a bigger one because this one is going to require a bunch of people to be involved. It's going to be a consensus statement. And in order for it to be a consensus statement, it has to include people who are established in science. So I'm going to be like, hey, Noakes, will you be involved? Volek, will you be involved? Agostino, Kutnik, Prins, probably Dr. Tro. There's a handful of people that would need to be involved. We need to get a good number of people, maybe Norwitz and some others to kind of say, these are I think we've defined 4 or 5 very specific things that are currently being done in scientific research that are biased against keto.
Ooh.
And to say, these are the things that we're doing and how it's impacting conclusions and making science come to improper conclusions about ketogenic diets. So that will be a huge one. And that will be the last one that will probably take longer because more people need to be involved. But also, some of these other ones that are happening before it will get published and will be more of a case to make when we do that, right? To be able to have a study that says duration matters.
Yep.
And then come out with this and saying, hey, basically, see, we told you.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So those are the things I'm working on. Those are my studies for the year. That's the stuff I'm working on this year. On top of my regular job and getting a doctorate.
No big deal.
I hope y'all can appreciate what she has to live with. Because, yeah, I'm a little bit of a nerd.
Oh, y'all. Every day it's something new. Babe!
What? Yes, right?
That's what I hear from the other room all day. John says, conceptually, how do we in modern society with our tech and ease, how do we get back to the evolutionary type workings of humans?
That's not a deep question at all, John.
Well, for one, we don't.
We don't.
We're living
It's
in
impossible.
modern times. We
impossible.
cannot get back to. But I would probably say the most important thing that I would say most people need to be thinking about when it comes to improving their health from a lifestyle habit perspective would be circadian rhythm.
You think so?
100%. 100%. In fact, I have clients who are dealing with, pretty severe, eating disorders, distorted thinking, mental health issues, and sun exposure, daytime light, getting that circadian clock set is essential for mental health. And if your mental health is not there, good luck making any of the changes you're trying to make with health and fitness, and nutrition, and all of the other things. So I believe that one of the ways that we have severely gotten away from something that was healthy for us as humans is artificial light, being indoors, modern technology, blue lights, just the way that light has hijacked us. So if we can start with light, I would say start with light.
I'm going to be a little more esoteric and philosophical.
I think you've got waffles on your mind now.
Philosophical. To me, the biggest thing that creates what we call evolutionary mismatch. And it's interesting that you asked this question because this literally was one of the topics of a course. It was in my master's. No, it was one of our early methods in the doctorate. Yeah, talking about the mismatch that we have in modern society versus our evolutionary roots. Right.
I remember talking about because Primal Health Coach certification starts with that. It's one of the first, and NTA.
Okay, so there's a lot of things you can do practically, right? I just Googled it real quick, right? And just to give you an idea,
I mean,
right?
There's a ton. There's
avoid processed foods.
It's the food, yeah.
Get outside more often, right?
Real food,
Sleep,
light,
reduce stress. Yeah, there's all of the practical stuff, right? Be more nature conscious, move your body. All of those things that are practical things to replicate the physical activity and things that we did as humans back in the day. I think more than that, to me, I was impressed going through that course and reading the book, because there's actually a book where this whole thing is laid out. The history of the human body or something like that. I forget what it's called. The thing that was impressed on me when I was going through this information was the biggest determining factor for the mismatch that we have is in our ability to just get things without working for them.
Convenience factor.
Convenience is the biggest thing. If we get away from convenience and start purposefully doing things
that require
effort and thought and intention, you will drastically change your life.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And this could be implemented in a million different ways. Right? Yes, park farther away. Don't park right next to the store.
Take the stairs.
Take the stairs. Like, there's some practical things there. Don't Uber Eats all the time. Right? I do. It is what it is.
But don't buy prepared packaged foods.
Yeah, it's okay to make your own food. If you have to
prepare your own food, that takes effort and time.
And you're probably going to eat healthier. So many of the things that we do...
grow tomatoes.
Many of the things that we do that are harmful to our health and our quality of life are actually things we're doing because we think they're going to help our quality of life. That's what convenience is. Convenience is a trap. And there's a balance. Again, this is trial and error. There are times where convenience is something you need to do for whatever reason. But when you start basing your life on convenience, that's a different story. Convenience is a tool. Have you guys heard this? Right? Any tool can be harmful if it's not used appropriately. So for me, I think that would be the answer.
And now I thought of something and I thought you were going to say this, and so I got to say it. Along with the circadian rhythm, learn how to regulate your nervous system.
Yeah.
In our modern world today, our nervous system is hijacked constantly. That to me is the biggest change that's happened actually in evolutionary in the world, in the evolution of the world, is that we can never get back that lifestyle. That stress was only in physical pursuits or illness or injury and these acute situations of stress. We now have this chronic stress in our society, in our world. And unless you move away from everything and, homestead and do all of that and go to extremes, like, you're going to have it in your life. So learning how to manage that stress by regulating your nervous system is going to change your life, because most of you, the reason why you're going to the convenience foods and all of the convenience stuff that's actually harming your health is because of zoning out, numbing out, escaping, not wanting to deal with whatever's stressing you out. So if you can learn how to regulate your nervous system and handle stress, you become more resilient. You're never going to completely eliminate stress from your life.
Can I add to that?
Yeah.
And then we'll end on this. You can't regulate something you don't understand. So before you can regulate, you have to be aware. So if you're avoiding things and you're just saying I'm stressed without being able to identify what the stressor is and why it's stressing you, you can't regulate it. And then all you're doing now is you're chasing solutions, which is why it's not working. So just keep that in mind.
Okay, I had a couple of really quick questions here before we hop off. Valentina asks, what are your favorite mantras to claim your freedom? I will say,
That's an interesting one. I've never had a mantra.
Yeah, that's how I was going to answer it. I don't have a mantra for that. I never had a mantra for that.
You don't need a mantra if it's who you are. Mantras can be a way to help you.
It can be a tool.
Keep the identity you're trying to develop in front of you. So I would say whatever mantra you want to use as a tool, base it in where you're trying to go. Who are you trying to?
Who do I want to be?
Who am I? Not who was I, who am I? It's start thinking about who you are. Even the switch, and I hope this makes sense. Even the switch in your mindset from thinking about who you want to be. If you start thinking about who you want to be as who you are, that will change things automatically.
It bridges the gap. It helps you bridge the gap between the disbelief or the unbelief.
And back to what we talked about at the beginning.
Belief.
It's that belief
Yep.
in who you can be, right? Who you are. So yeah, whatever that, I think that could be different for everybody.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And a mantra has to be personal. It has to speak to you. So it's very unique. Yeah. And some people thrive on them, and other people it does nothing for them. So you maybe don't need one.
It brings me back to that thing that I heard recently. I think Joe Rogan said it. I don't need discipline because I have obsession.
Ha. Okay.
Right? You don't. When you are the thing, you don't need to create a construct to help you be the thing.
Yeah. It's about becoming.
Yeah.
So here's a fun one. Celeste asks, do you guys ever just Netflix and chill?
All the time.
He's a gamer.
I'm a gamer. Well, does she mean Netflix and chill as in just chill out, or actually Netflix and chill?
I think she means
because the Netflix and chill, we actually Netflix and chill a lot.
Okay, so the emoji is not the emoji. It's just a laughing emoji.
Gotcha.
So I don't think it's innuendo here.
Okay, no innuendo.
We definitely Netflix and chill, but in terms of actually
just chilling.
Netflixing, he's not a big Netflixer.
I watched everything on Netflix.
He gets bored easily. We start watching something, you're like, I'm not really into that. Or every once in a while we'll watch a movie, but that's like very rare.
Yeah.
I'm the person that will sit down.
We're watching Fallout right now on Amazon.
Yep, but you've gotten annoyed with a couple of the episodes.
Fallout?
Yeah.
Not really annoyed. I mean, I know what it is. It is what it is.
Yeah, you know what to expect.
Yeah.
So
it's not like the ones that are trying to be hyper realistic and they're totally
right.
Yes, I get into those.
I will get into a series and then I'll be into that series for a while and I'll either lose interest or I will finish the series and then not really find something else
Most
for a
often
while.
you finish the series and then,
It takes a while to find something else.
There was a while there for a couple of years where we were watching a lot of things together.
Yeah.
And then we just kind of ran out of stuff that both of us wanted to watch.
Yep. Because our taste is different.
Very different.
Definitely.
Very different.
But his chill time is gaming.
Yep.
And for me, I will have a show, but a lot of the time I'm multitasking and working while I'm watching. And lately I've been doing my cardio in the evenings again, and I'm really enjoying that. When I get into kind of a habit of watching Netflix and chilling at night, after a while of doing that, I don't enjoy that sedentary feeling, and I need to make a change. So right now with Grace and Grind happening and starting this cut, I'm kind of moving away from that. Something I want to do. Like I said, I have that book that you gave me on my nightstand. I think I'm going to switch my evening activity. And it's never every night. It's usually maybe a couple weeknights and then weekends. But I think I'm probably going to give Netflix a break for a while.
Yeah. That's a good question to end on. Has Celeste won a Keto Brains?
I don't think so.
Let's give Celeste a Keto Brains.
All right.
Good question.
Celeste.
All right, guys.
Keto Brains.
We went way over the time that we had planned. I mean, we didn't really plan a time, but I was at the beginning of this today. I was like, let's not take forever. And then you got me talking about science stuff.
And it's an hour and a half.
I know.
It's
one of the longest ones that we've done recently.
Don't ask him about his studies.
I will try not to talk about any of my studies anymore on these calls because it makes it longer.
Until something gets published.
If you're interested in what I'm doing, I am providing updates and doing things in my group on Facebook, Gen X Performance, because that's what it's all about, Gen X Performance. So go join the group on Facebook. I just posted some more detailed information about what I found out last night in that group. So if you're interested in finding out what cool tidbits of information we found in the data yesterday, go to that Facebook group and we'll see you there. You have a Facebook group. I have a Facebook group. Everybody has a Facebook group. See you guys.
See y'all next week.